My name is Jacob. I grew up in housing project of Charleston, South Carolina, the east side of Charleston, South Carolina. I would describe my family life as being stable, pretty religious. Went to church 2 times on Sunday, Bible study on Wednesday. I was a part of the junior choir. I was a part of the junior usher board, and even at a period of time was even helping my mom clean the church. And so I came from a pretty stable family life, but of course in my neighborhood, drugs and alcohol was everywhere. And so that's what I was attracted to. In the 5th grade, I began to experiment with beer and wine, and that went straight on until I went into middle school. In middle school, I got introduced to marijuana, started selling marijuana inside middle school. Just continued with my drug use and went on into high school and got introduced, I believe the 11th grade, got introduced to cocaine and heroin. And so my drug use continued all the way through high school and continue even once I left high school. I graduated from high school in the year 1982. By the year 1992, I found myself being my best customer. I developed a bleeding ulcer in my abdomen area. I had already had 2 drug overdoses. The reason I used was because I loved the way drugs made me feel. I loved the lifestyle that it brought. I loved the money that you was able to make in it. So that's what I was attracted to. But by 1992, as my life was just in an upgrade, and I was about to lose my marriage. My wife was about to leave, about to take my kid and my son at that time, and I just did not want that to happen. I called a couple of treatment facilities, but did not have the finances to afford it. And so out of desperation, I confided in my mother at that time. And what she did was invited me to a Friday night service, a little Pentecostal church on one of the corners in Charleston, South Carolina. And that night, I had more than just, I would call a spiritual experience. It was more than just walking up the aisle and saying the sinner's prayer. I actually had an encounter with God. I truly know what it means when they said there's power in the name of Jesus, because that's what I was told to do, and just calling on that name of Jesus. And I found myself at a point when I was doing this right here where everything that was around me, I was not aware of it, and I had an experience where I felt something unnatural leave my body. That's been 24 years ago. As of June of this year right here gives me 24 years of clean time. After moving here in North Charlotte, when the church was at the old location, there's an Aldi that was right across the street, and one day we went to that supermarket to shop, and my wife saw the church across the street, and she said, "Hey, that's a church over there. Maybe we ought to check it out, because during this time here, we are still in search of a good church home." And so the first time we actually came, the church was not open. It was closed, I believe, for the holidays. But we came back. We came back and really enjoyed the teaching that Pastor Robbie did. And it was what we were used to. It was that type of teaching that actually caused us to really change the way we thought. And, change the way we react, our attitude and our behavior. And it's that type of teaching that I believe that provokes action and not just a good feeling. And so we've just been excited to be a part of the ministry.